spike.
Yes, we do.
Vishwam, and you have received all the instructions, right? Yeah. So, so we have our Vishwam's executive council members here to to interact with you. So we have Chaitanya Chukareddy Garu, he is co-founder and CTO of Ozone Company, and we have Nag Kashinadini Garu. He is the co-founder of KVG Consultancy, and he is also a senior advisory at Salamander Advisory Services. We have Praveen Chandras. We have Praveen Chandras. He is our secretary of Swecha, executive council of Vishwam, and he is also director of DG Quanta. We also have Sudhir Garu. Sudhir Garu, he's a CM at Task. So, and also Chaitanya, please, I would like to address our cohort to interns. You want to start? Yes, sir.
I think getting this is a problem. Can I just get the mic? I can just do that.
It's working.
I can just use this, right?
It's for live, like
quality. Oh.
So
Okay.
it's like a clip.
I'm trying to do that. Oh, it's like a clip. Thank you. Hello. Oh, I need both.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, good morning, everyone. So as Ranjit mentioned, right, I think the idea here is to sort of explain what we are trying to do here and sort of try to inspire you. That's the task that's been given to me. And let me see what I can do about that. Okay, so I think, see, how many of you know what we are trying to do here? Has somebody explained anything to you here so far? Or you are just doing an internship? What is Vishwam? Does anybody know? Trying to develop Telugu LLM. So what I understand here is that I can see that you guys are here to do an internship, but I'll just explain the concept of Vishwam a little, and then I'll explain why we are doing it and what we expect from you. I'll just take maybe 15-20 minutes. See, the idea of Vishwam was started last year when we sort of realized that AI is going to change the whole world. And we sort of realized that we were getting behind, we meaning India in particular. Because we know now that if you know the best AIs out there, which are either the chat GPTs, right, and you have the Claude, these things are from the US. We also have DeepSeek and other things from China. And unfortunately, we don't have anything from India. So the premise was that what does it need? What do we need to build our own LLM, build our own AI? And before that, the first question is, should we even build our own LLM? If you think about it, right, for example, even big people like Nandan Nilekani and others have said that we don't need to build our own LLM. Let's just build applications. We don't agree to that, at least in Vishwam. We believe that we have to build our own AI, we have to build our own LLMs, because the example I always give is, I take the example of the Industrial Revolution, which is a steam engine, right? We all learned Industrial Revolution, right, in our social studies. Anybody give an example? What is Industrial Revolution if I ask you? Anyone, just tell it out loud. What do you think, or what is the social studies answer we wrote? If somebody asked us in what class it was, 8th class, 9th class, Industrial Revolution, what is Industrial Revolution? We wrote 3 pages of answer. The more pages we write, the more marks we get, right? 3 pages lo oka line cheppandi. What is Industrial Revolution? Steam engine okati gurtuntundi manaki. James Watt vachadu, okay. Steam engine and James Watt, but what did that do? See, yeah, the fundamental premise of the steam engine or the Industrial Revolution was that anything that a human muscle does, we replace with a machine. People found out that you can harness power through steam. So for example, anything that can be replaced with a human muscle, like you want to break a rock, you want to push something, You are using the human muscle, right? Or build clothes. Do whatever, right? We all used our human muscle. What they realized was that you can harness that through steam engine and replace every human physical action with a machine. And that led to industrial revolution. Because it was the Britishers who first found it, and we didn't adapt at that time. They were able to colonize us because they are the ones who came up with the machines, and we had to buy the machines from them, or we give our raw materials to them. They will use their machines and send back the finished products to us. We all know this history. This is exactly what happened. But the core, first principles approach, the core thing is that anything that a human muscle does can be replaced by a machine. You think about it, that's exactly what happens, whether it is robots here, cars, everything human used to do. Now, we are at a similar stage. This year or last year, we sort of realized that AI is at a level where it can replace humans. And that is a cause of concern. Because right now, we are not using our human muscles. What is the muscle that we use? The brain. That's the single most important muscle that we use for IT outsourcing. We have learned computer science. We learn C, Java, or whatever programming language, and we are ready so that from outside we get some work and our muscle is used and we give the finished product. That's how the whole of India has come up. That is at risk now because of AI. Now, just like steam engine replaced human muscle, if AI can replace the brain muscle, what do we do? And especially if we don't have our own AI, what do? We have to ask, just like we have to depend. Even now we depend on others. If you want an aeroplane, you have to get Airbus or Boeing. We don't have our own airplane system. Same thing with trains or anything, right? We don't have our own manufacturing, so we have to buy from outside. Same thing will happen if we don't have our own AI. First reason why we need to build our own AI. There is no option. Unfortunately for you, you are that generation where it falls on. It's your responsibility. We have been lucky enough. For 20 years, 25 years, nobody understood simple things like building a web page. Simple thing like a HTML or JavaScript. I learn one talent, I'll get 20-30 lakhs per year. We are that lucky generation. From the 1995 to 2025, 30 years, we made a lot of money. You don't have that option. Unfortunate for you. You don't. Now you have to get up. You have to stand up and we will walk you through it. That's what we are here for. Because now we have to be ready for when the world will not pay you 30 lakhs to build a web page. So what do? We need to build our own AIs. So that is the first thing we said, that we need our own AI. Forget about everything else. Of course, we will use the existing AIs also. I'm not like we're not going to close our mind and not build systems. We will build using ChatGPT. We will adapt DeepSeek. We will use the open source Llama. We'll do everything. But we'll build our own thing also. Second most important reason, AI now works mainly for English. So already in this world, a person who knows English has at least 5 steps above a person who doesn't know English. There is already a gap. We all know it. Some of us are real good programmers, but we are not good at English. Manaka campus interview radu. That's the problem. We know that. We see somebody who speaks real good English gets placed, whereas they may not even know programming. And that's the fact of the world, because communication is the most important thing. You will realize that later on. Already that gap is there. Now imagine that same gap, a person having access to AI. How do you communicate with AI? You have to ask it in English. You can try it out. It works for Telugu, it works for Hindi at one level. But there is no way it will work at the level of English. All of you have experienced it. And what is AI? AI is an interface. It's a chat interface. ఏఐతో పని చేయించాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి మన దాంతో మాట్లాడాలా. We have to talk to it. And if you don't know English, you can't talk to it. That means that the person who knows English, instead of the 5 steps, he will be 15 steps more now. Because that guy also has access to the AI. What will happen? What is the other factor that will come out of this? The other factor that will come out of this is that people will stop learning our language, which is the Telugu language and all that stuff, right? So this, we clearly see this is going to happen. Now see, everybody says that AI is already working superbly. We are at AGI. AGI is Artificial General Intelligence. అంత సూపర్గా పనిచేస్తున్నాయి, మనం ఏం చేయక్కర్లేదు ఇంకా అని చాలామంది చెప్తున్నారు కదా. Sam Altman, everybody this is saying. If AI really works right, I don't need to learn English. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పినట్టు AI కానీ పనిచేసింది అనుకో, I should be able to talk in Telugu. If I have to write an email to my supervisor or your teacher, why should you struggle with English? You should be able to tell it in Telugu and it should work. It doesn't work. We are not there. That is the world we are looking at, where a person doesn't need to translate his ideas from his non-mother tongue to a new language and then ask questions and solve problems. Right now, every problem you solve in your career, there are 2 extra steps you need to do. First is you need to, at least one extra step, you need to convert the problem statement given, which is in English, into Telugu, which is your mother tongue, so that you can understand the domain. And then form the answer in your own mother tongue, then get the answer in your own mother tongue, and then translate back to English, so that the other person understands the answer. We want to get rid of this. If we have to solve this, it has to be done through Telugu AI systems. Now, how do we build it? Luckily for us, we know that the systems work. Algorithms are fixed. Everything is fixed. GPUs are fixed. Hardware is fixed. Anni manaku telusu. The only thing we don't have is data. We don't have data like the English language. Not even close. The good thing was, because internet came, English language data was available everywhere. Whatever you think of, it's there on the internet. If it is not there, AI will not work. I can put it in writing. AI will work only for the things that are there on the internet. Unfortunately, that data is not available in Telugu. But we know that what data we want. For that, this is the problem. This was the problem since last year. Me, Praveen, Nagi sir and Ramesh and the IIIT HODs, everybody, right? We have all been discussing this. How do we solve this? Data ఎవరు create చేస్తాడు? There's no way it can happen. So we started thinking about, okay, what do we have? What does India have? India has only one thing: youth. We are the country with the highest number of youth. Now, how do we harness that power, which is you, to build this data? That is the discussion that we had. And the discussion led to, obviously, మీ దగ్గర పోయి అందరూ డేటా కలెక్ట్ చేయండి అంటే పోరా అంటారు. ఎందుకు చేయాలి? వాట్ డూ యూ గెట్? యూ డోంట్ గెట్ ఎనీథింగ్, రైట్? మనమంతా ఇప్పుడు క్యాపిటలిస్టిక్ సిస్టంలో ఉన్నాం కదా. నాకేం ఇస్తావు, నీకేం కావాలా? So you need to figure it out. So we said, okay, what do? We said, okay, for you, we will train you on AI. We will get the best of the best. We'll get the best content. We'll get the best teachers. And we'll give it this coaching, this training for free. For that, you help us collect the data, which is your own data, which is the open source data, which will be used to build the system. Nowhere in the world this is being done like this. This is the only place, only in Telangana, are we doing a system where we are asking people to crowdsource and build this data and save our culture? What are we asking you? What we are asking you is take a microphone. I think they have given an app. I was actually saying don't even care about the app. Everybody has a phone. Every phone has a recording app. You guys keep on talking. Youth always talks. Right? During that talking, collect some data. What we said is during this process, go maybe talk to, we said maybe connect to your grandparents. Because unfortunately, నా తెలుగే చెత్త. I don't know మీ తెలుగు ఎలా ఉందో. The only Telugu that survives is our parents and grandparents. So I can actually speak much more fluently in English than Telugu. See, that's why I'm communicating in English to you. We don't want this. We have to stop this. Otherwise it will go away. చందమామ కథలు అనేది అసలు మీ పేరెంట్స్ చెప్పారు లేదు మాది లేదు. మీ కిడ్స్కి అయితే మీరు చెప్పరు. క్వశ్చనే లేదు. That's gone. That's what we want to stop. We need a new చందమామ కథలు to come. We need you guys to go and talk to your parents in Telugu, not English. In Telugu. Talk to your grandparents in Telugu. Collect as much data as you can. And in this process, we will make sure that you will be trained on AI. Now, I'll come to the other part of it. Now you guys understand what we are trying to do here? The impact of it and how important you are. You are everything. All I can do is come and give this gyan. I can't do anything else. Every single one of you here is important. Because every 10 minutes data is important. 5 minutes data is important. 1 minute data is important. It doesn't matter. Everything is a contribution. Right? Everything is a contribution. Just make sure that you collect as much data as you can and have fun while doing it. Have fun. Go back to your college. Have some jam sessions. ఏదో ఉంటాయి కదా, ఐ మీన్ 1 minute తెలుగులోనే మాట్లాడు. అది నేనైతే నా వల్ల కాదు అది. సమ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ వర్డ్ విల్ కమ్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్. సో హ్యావ్ సమ్ ఫన్ లైక్ దట్. నో, టాక్ టు యువర్ పేరెంట్స్ లైక్ దట్ అండ్ గెట్ ద డేటా అవుట్. That is the data collection piece of it. The second piece is the internship piece where we want to train you. And this is where I'll tell you, again, you guys are the most important. Because content is not a problem. Do you know that MIT and Stanford have their data available? Their courses are available online. Free. In this day and age, content is not a problem. It's you who have to decide to learn. For that, I'll tell one small thing which helped me. Right? I was just like anybody else. My process was the Telugu guy, right? The Telugu kid process. What's the process? You either become a engineer or a doctor. Right? A doctor, వాళ్ళంతా కష్టపడేది చూసి మనం ఇంజనీరింగ్ అంటాం. రైట్? సో వి చూస్ ఇంజనీరింగ్. ఆఫ్టర్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఏం చేస్తాం? GRE. తర్వాత యూఎస్కి వెళ్ళాలా? ఐ డిడ్ దట్. ఐ డిడ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్. యూఎస్కి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత F1, H1, గ్రీన్ కార్డ్, రైట్, సిటిజన్షిప్. ఇన్ దిస్ ప్రాసెస్ ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ 2 yearsలో ఎప్పుడైనా ఇండియాకి వెళ్ళిపోతాను అని ప్లాన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. సో దిస్ ఇస్ అవర్ ప్రాసెస్. ఐ ఫర్గాట్. F1, H1 వస్తానే పెళ్ళి కదా, అది మర్చిపోయినాను. వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. దెన్ యూ గో అండ్ 2 yearsలో పిల్లలు, సిటిజన్ అవ్వాలోడు పిల్లోడు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు బీ కేర్ఫుల్ విత్ దట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు టైమ్ ఇట్ ప్రాపర్లీ. నువ్వు వచ్చేసే ముందు నీకు వీసా వెళ్ళిపోతా ఉంటే నువ్వు చక్కని కనేయాల. So you have a citizen so that you can get back, right? This is the process. We all know this process. So, but the difference was when I went there to do my masters, what I realized was I worked my ass off. I was studying so hard to get 4.0s grades, because if I don't get the grade, my scholarship goes out. I was the same student here. When my teacher gave me an assignment, I copied my friend. మనకు ఉంటారు, మన క్లాస్లో ఇద్దరే రాస్తారు ప్రోగ్రామ్ కదా, మిగిలినంతా కాపీనే. వి ఆల్ నో ఇట్, రైట్? ఆ ఇద్దరు మాత్రం రాస్తారు, వాళ్ళిద్దరు మాత్రం కష్టపడతారు. దట్స్ ఓకే, అది వాళ్ళ ప్రాబ్లం అది. బట్ ద పాయింట్ ఈస్, బట్ ఐ వాజ్ ద సేమ్ గై. ఐ డెంట్ కాపీ. ఐ వాజ్ సో అఫ్రేడ్ ఆఫ్ కాపీయింగ్ దేర్, because I know that they're going to kick me out. They're going to kick me out, I'm going to lose my scholarship. That single fear made me do my assignments. That single thing of doing my assignments made me learn so much by myself. They don't teach you anything in the US. You can go and you can ask your friends, you can go and find it out for yourself. They don't teach you anything. They'll tell you this is the thing you have to learn, and they'll give you an assignment, you have to finish your assignment. It doesn't matter how you do it. But the point I'm trying to make is I was the same guy. In India, because it gives us the freedom, we misuse it. We try to have fun all the time. And then we don't think about our future till it is the last, till it is the end. You are the same person who will go to US and you will study for 8 hours while doing a job in a gas station. ఇక్కడ అది కూడా చేయవు నువ్వు. ఏమనుకుంటారు పక్కన వాళ్ళు కదా, గ్యాస్ స్టేషన్లో పనిచేయడం చిచ్చి కదా. సో దాట్స్ ద పాయింట్. యూ వర్క్ దేర్ అండ్ స్టడీ. దట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఇన్ యూ. You guys have to decide. Why I am telling this is, even in internship, we have given you the course. We have given you the content. We will tell you the assignments. I don't want only 2 people in the class to do that. Everybody spend time to do it. It's 1 month. Ee 1 month kashtabadandi. Don't do anything else. Concentrate. It's for your career. We are spending our time here. Every one of us. Every one of us are volunteers. This is being coming to you for free with all this. Nowhere in the world is happening. Give respect to our time. Give respect to your time. I just hope there are no movies coming out. Pavan Kalyanu, Vidavanta, levu kada. Ee 1 month. It's okay. So just make sure that you concentrate this 1 month on this internship. And you don't need to do anything. Just do the exercises given to you. ఫస్ట్ కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది, రాదు మీకు. బికాజ్ ఎప్పుడైనా చదువుంటే కదా మనం. ఇప్పుడు చదవండి. నౌ యూ రీడ్ ఇట్, నౌ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఇట్. గెట్ స్టక్, వీ హ్యావ్ టీమ్ లీడ్స్. టాక్ టు దెమ్, డోంట్ హెజిటేట్. స్టక్ అయితే ఎక్కడైనా ఇమీడియట్గా టీమ్ లీడ్ని అడగండి, నాకు ఇది అర్థం కావట్లేదు. టీమ్ లీడ్ డజంట్ ఆన్సర్, యూ హ్యావ్ హైయర్. ఎవరు ఆన్సర్ చేయకపోతే రంజిత్ ఉంటాడు, వాడిని పట్టుకోండి. హీ విల్ గెట్ యూ. We will all help you if needed, because we are also committed this 1 month. Okay? So these 2 things I want to do: data collection and make sure that you learn, because I want Hyderabad and I want Telangana to have the best AI engineers going forward. We can't avoid this. We lose this, we will always be labor. Let's be leaders, not laborers. Thank you everyone.
Yeah, good morning all of you. Yeah, I am Sudhir, working as a customer manager for TASK, Telangana Academy for Skill and Knowledge. How many of you know about this organization, TASK? Yeah, we are working with the colleges and giving the trainings on emerging technologies, all employable skills. Regarding it, thanks for this Vishwam and the Swecha Foundation for giving the best opportunity to, expose yourself across the Telangana, across the globe. Because of that, you part of this, you can do many works with AI, artificial intelligence. They say, free outsources available in that our portal, wherever you can do. Suppose requesting you all collect the data sets in language, in Telugu language. Please upload, and working on that. Clear cut. This is a voluntary program, and you will get the certification. You mention that your resume also wait on this to get into that corporate world. One work or 2-3 works in a week or in a month. In a month, spend at least 2 to 3 hours on this. This is a good platform. Expose yourself, and thanks giving this opportunity. Vishwam Group and Swecha Foundation. Definitely, we will also work with them among mobilizing the students and registering our task research students will help them to collect the data sets. Thank you, sir.
I'm actually not in the list of speakers. They're distinguished, accomplished people. How many of you know Telugu? 100%? Some are not, right? I respect that. So I'll speak in English. Okay? I don't know how many of you know, but Chaitanya is a co-founder of a company that is valued close to $1 billion. Okay? And he's spending his weekends here just to be, that the next generation gets benefit. I'm inspired by people like that who are giving their personal time away from their families to make sure that all of you get the best possible. Okay? Number one. He talked about Nandan saying we don't need LLMs. I just want to let Chaitanya, he's not here, maybe he's just outside. Nandan has also changed his mind. Nandan is saying that no, there is a value in building our own LLMs. So sometimes even the best of people, can change their mind. And that's okay, right? It's good for us. How many of you know the number of Telugu people in India? Can somebody hazard a guess? ఎంతమంది ఉంటారు తెలుగు వాళ్ళు భారతదేశంలో? 20 కోట్లు ఒకటోసారి. Anybody else? Okay. I'll change the question. How many Ireland లో population ఎంతో తెలుసా? The population of Ireland. Anybody can guess? $50 lakhs. 50 to 60 lakhs. Actually 5.8 million people in the country of Ireland. Okay? How many of you know about the St. Patrick's Day festival? How many of you heard of that festival? Few. Okay? So probably you all go to pubs then. Because it's only in India that the reason to know St. Patrick's Day festival is because pubs serve green beer. Because the color of St. Patrick's is green. Okay. You search the internet, how many hits do you think you will get on St. Patrick's Day? Probably 50 times the population of Ireland. If you search on the internet, today unfortunately whatever you type, Gemini takes over. If you're searching in Google and it will give you an AI answer. But if you don't use Gemini and just look at the number of hits, you will get more than 10 to 15 to 20 times the size of Ireland population on one of their festivals. Now you do the same thing for a Telugu festival. Which is the most popular one coming up now? Bonalu. Bonalu మీద మీరు టైప్ చేసి చూడండి. ఎన్ని వస్తాయి అనుకుంటున్నారు హిట్స్? Our population is 5 times their population at a minimum, right? Somebody said 20 crores, so I'll take his word for it. It's 4 times. Right? However, if you type on Bonalu, how many hits do you think you will get? Somebody said something. How many lakhs? 50 lakhs. So now you see the digital divide that Chaitanya is talking about. We are culturally rich but digitally poor. How does that impact what you try to do in everyday life? The cultural knowledge that exists in our systems is getting lost because we don't speak the language, we don't know the culture, we don't know many things. We are getting homogenized. Right? Bajawada Babai Hotel, how many of you are from Vijayawada? Or places like that? Have you heard of Babai Hotel? Yes. Or any other place for that matter, right? How many of them do you think are worldwide? Hardly a few. How many McDonald's are there in Hyderabad? More than Babai hotels in the world. Right? What does it mean? It means that there are things that are not native to us, we begin to accept as our own. Our culture, which has a lot of implicit wisdom in it, that can be used to solve our problems, is being lost. So one of the greatest things you will do is to capture that, even as you educate yourselves and become the best in the world in a sunrise industry. When you're on the equator versus the poles, how long do you think is dawn? Where is dawn the longest? At the poles or at the equator? There's only one answer, Gada. Poles or equator? Where do you think it's the longest? Poles, right? Poles is the longest. So, there is a lot of time before the sun rises. At the equator, as soon as sun sets, it's getting dark. This industry is like sunrise at the equator. You have a very short window of time to take advantage. If you don't take advantage of this industry now, before you know it, it becomes a very mature industry. Today it's a level playing field. You take a guy from the US, you take a guy from Norway, you take a guy from New Zealand, you take a guy from India. All of you are at the same level as far as your experience in that industry is concerned. But now, if you don't take advantage, within a year and a half, you see the pace at which things are going, right? So please take full advantage of it. Recently I was in New Zealand and a course, somebody has collated a set of online courses and was trying to sell to the New Zealand government. A 1-year subscription for the course was 30,000 US dollars. Here you are sitting in a premier institute. When I was in a college, I couldn't even dream of entering these type of institutes. Not because I didn't try. నేను ఐఐటీలో అన్ని రాశాను కానీ నా క్వాలిఫై కూడా అవ్వలేదు నేను. అందుకే వీళ్ళందరితో పాటు నేను మాట్లాడలేను. ఇక్కడ చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే ఇలాంటి ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో విత్ పీపుల్ లైక్ ప్రొఫెసర్స్ రమేష్ లోగనాథన్, ప్రొఫెసర్స్ జవహర్, Dr. Manish, I would give an arm and a leg to sit on as a fly on the wall. They are coming and giving you these courses, they're giving their intellectual capital for free. You're getting somebody like Meta to join hands with us. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that you got. I echo what Chaitanya said. Please, please, please take advantage of it. I'm telling you from experience, mediocrity is a curse. I'll repeat, mediocrity is a curse. The world does not respect mediocrity. They have no time for us. I'm telling you because I'm from that class. To get out of mediocrity is so difficult. Once you're branded as mediocre, you remain mediocre. Right? However better. So take advantage of this. This is the best thing that can happen. I have people from overseas asking me, can they be part of this program? They're saying, I don't know Telugu, but can I learn here? I can't do this, can I be here? I'm willing to stay up at nights to work for this. There are people from the late teens to early 40s who are asking this. So you are very privileged. I beseech you, I request you, take full advantage of it. Make our country proud. Okay, thank you very much.
We have one more second guest. Mr. Pradeep Jilagam. He is one of the directors of Micron India, and he's also part of the co-leadership of Micron India. I invite Pradeep Garu to address our interns.
Good morning. Not so energetic on a Sunday morning. Why? It has been already a long session of talks so far.
Yes.
So can we have some more energy? We will try one more time. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. That sounds better. So thanks for the quick intro, Ranjit. I am Pradeep Kumar Jilagam. I am one of the directors and part of country leadership team for Micron India. But I am not here to talk about that. I just want to talk about the journey that we all are about to start together. Okay? That is this internship journey. How many of you had exposure to AI before you came to this room? Can we see some hands? Okay. And how many are you from CSE? Okay, that's a good bunch. From ECE? Okay, I see some hands. So the folks from ECE branch, how confident are you about building those required programming skills for AI? Okay, I don't see even one hand being raised. Okay, so you feel you are at a disadvantage? I mean, any non-CS branch student that is here, you believe you are at a disadvantage? Okay, I don't see hands being raised, I don't see any responses. But if it gives any kind of consolation or confidence, I did my BTech in ECE. Okay, and I have been doing this AI journey for the past 7-8 years now. Okay, and not knowing the programming skills, right, as much as it is at par with some of your CSE counterparts here, that's not a problem, right? Provided you are willing to put that effort, right, to build the required skills from here. Okay, and as you keep traveling with AI, you will pretty soon realize that it's not just programming skills. Okay, a lot of things come together. Actually, for the past few years, even though I am on AI, I am on the enabling side of AI. Okay, see, any corporate citizen plays one of the two roles. Either you are embracing AI or you are enabling AI. Okay, thankfully, being part of Micron, we have that opportunity to embrace AI while enabling AI. Okay, I will try to help you understand what I am trying to say here. You all have Android phones? Okay, and maybe some of you have iPhones as well. How many of you heard about CPU, GPU, NPU? Okay, in AI space, what are they called? Sorry? Yes, semiconductors is. Are you from ECE by any chance? Okay. Because yes, they are all part of semiconductors. CPU, GPU, NPU, all of these are accelerators, right, on which you run AI. Okay, there is again the training part and then there is the inferencing part. Don't worry about this. You will get to know all of this and much more, right, during this internship journey. In Micron, what I do and what I have been doing even in my previous organization, Qualcomm, was we have been building solutions, the semiconductor solutions on which you can run AI. Okay, so why am I emphasizing on this? AI is a huge domain. Okay, machine learning is one part of it, data analytics is one part of it, data science is one part of it. Right? So at the end of this course, or even once you settle down in an AI based career, not everybody in this room is going to build models or train models. Okay? But that doesn't mean that others are not doing significant work. So many teams, so many domains come together to make to play a complementary role. Okay, together we enable the solutions. Okay, so being part of Qualcomm or Micron, we have been creating these CPU, GPU, NPU kind of accelerators, the high bandwidth, power efficient memory and storage. Together, you are able to train and do inferencing, which also means running the model. Right? You are able to do all of that. Okay. I come from that side, the system side of AI. Okay. So the first thing I want to highlight here is you are going to learn AI for your own sake, no doubt about it. Okay. But when you do that, you are also enabling the country. I will explain you why and how. I have been part of many industrial roundtable conferences over the past few months, and one thing that clearly comes out is that we are lacking that AI talent pool in the country. Okay, when we build that talent pool, you enable your academic institutes, the colleges you are coming from, you enable your colleges to have better collaborations with the industry. Okay, you will get better research programs, research projects, you will get better proposals for collaborations, right, with these organizations. So first, it helps you, it helps your faculty, it helps your college. Okay, then it doesn't stop there. Once we have such a pool, all the organizations, right, all the MNCs that have their India capability centers, right, the global capability centers, GCCs in India, they will start getting the right talent pool. Okay, then these GCCs grow up the ladder. Okay, at the global level for these MNCs. Okay, so you are enabling even these organizations grow up the ladder at the global level. Okay, so in essence, what I am trying to say is learn, give your best, and it's not for your own sake. You will do a lot of good for yourself, but you will also do a lot of good for your academic institute, your faculty, the country, the global capability centers in India, and more. And when we have such a pool, we will also be able to attract the subject matter experts, right, that are working elsewhere outside the country. Because we need to create that ecosystem which inspires confidence, not only in MNCs and all, but also in the subject matter experts that are distributed across the globe, but outside India. Okay? So, any questions so far on what I have said? I want this to be fairly interactive. It's really boring to have a monologue kind of thing. Okay. And Ranjit, roughly how many people do we have here?
This is around 260 or something in this hall.
Okay.
And we also have 200 in another hall. They're watching live stream.
Okay. So let's say 500.
And also, it's happening in YouTube Live. We're
Oh.
expecting more than 10K are watching in YouTube.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm eating up man minutes from those many people, so it better be productive, right? So let's have this as interactive as possible. Okay. And another thing, any questions before I move on? Okay. Another thing that I want to say is, it will be tough, okay, and we need to, maybe we need to push ourselves to go the extra mile just to ensure that we are able to give enough attention and effort to this internship program. Okay, look at the curriculum. It's one of the best in class across the world. Even Nagigar was also saying, right? And he took reference from another continent. And of course, this is also coming free, but generally there is this tendency of taking things for granted when they come for free. But look at it from the other perspective. if you are going to spend 6 to 8 weeks of your time, that's really precious in your academic career at this point of time. So make this period of 6 to 8 weeks worthwhile. Okay? And my own learning journey started in IIIT for AI. Okay? When I was in part of my previous organization, I used to attend these weekend courses, and it used to be tough. Okay? Because I was married, I had a young kid. Okay? Now she has grown, but at that time she used to struggle to get my attention and my time. But those 3 months were really well spent. This sort of kickstarted my career in AI, and it transformed into various forms that I couldn't even think of at that point of time. When I was doing the course, I didn't have a clue on how exactly I am going to use it. Okay? But this is a required skill. I hope nobody has a doubt in their minds that whether AI is a required skill or not. Anybody has a doubt? You can raise hands and I will try to address. Okay. So if we don't have any doubt, then what really means is we give our best and then we make the most out of it. And there were multiple cohorts that happened from my previous organizations into this, and they have taken their careers forward with different kinds of roles in AI. Okay. And one last thing that I would suggest is don't stop your learning with this internship. Use this as a framework to understand what the domain is about, right? What are the different streams in that? What is the framework that you can use to keep building on top of this, right? And don't just let it go. Don't make this a 6 to 8 week kind of exercise and then you totally lose track of it. This should be the foundation on which you are going to build the rest of your life's journey with AI. Okay. So I congratulate all of you for taking this decision. I'm sure you will pretty soon realize that this is one of the best decisions of your life so far, right? To kickstart your journey with AI. People who have been already with AI, awesome. Just take it forward with this and let's do it together. We need this talent pool for the country because we need to ride the next wave of AI from the country. Okay. That's precisely the reason why I am also personally invested in these kinds of initiatives, and I am available to all of you for any kind of questions or support. Okay. Congrats once again for taking this session, and all the best for your internship journey. Thank you.
Just quickly, I have no clue what social media you guys use, but please spread the word. It is Shata Sahasra Yagam. Internship. We are at around 20. Okay, so the point is, if you need 1 lakh students, it's not. I have a different opinion. I always believe, if you guys believe, it will happen. Rest of the team, some of the team believe that we have to push from above. Tell the faculty, tell this, tell them to do. I hope we have been able to convince you that this is needed. So, meer vellali. You go, tell your friends, it's free, sign up, have fun. This is not a teacher-student. It's your stuff, it's your career. Just really get some people. We need 1 lakh. We are at around 30,000 students right now. We need 3 times of this. So please go tell your friends. I have no clue what social media you use, Snapchat, I don't know if something new is there. I don't know. Put the word out there and get more people. Okay? And I think Ranjit will tell the next steps for today and we can get started. Have fun. Have fun learning, have fun collecting data.
It's 11:20 now. When did you arrive? So when did you enter this room? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Okay. We'll take it for a break now. Break for కొంచెం interactive గా చేద్దాము. Okay. కొంచెం innovative గా చేద్దాము. Take a break of 20 minutes. But ఒకసారి ఈ break time కూడా let's so మన corpus app install చేసాం కదా. So install corpus you have it in Play Store. Go to Google Play Store and type Swecha corpus, you'll find it. For iOS and other devices, please type corpus.swecha.org in your browser. It's corpus.swecha.org. So this is how it looks. So ఈ break time ni, okay, ఈ break time ni innovative వాడతాము. We have 4 different categories of contributions. One is text, the second one is image, third one is audio, and fourth one is video. Okay, so this is a beautiful campus. This one will try to capture, for example, there's a flora and fauna category. Try to capture some image of the trees here. And if you have, there are some pets here, maybe art photos here, and maybe you can also have a fun chat with your friends and record it as an audio chat and upload it. Okay, so please make sure you'll make contribution, one contribution for at least one category. Okay, so try to make at least one contribution for one text upload, one image upload, one audio upload, and one video upload. Okay, so let's take a break and assemble back here at 11:45. Okay.